Hi, I'm Lynette with ScopeHaus. Before you mount and zero a pistol optic, you need to know whether your slide is actually set up to accept one. Not every pistol slide is the same. An optic-ready slide is cut at the factory to accept a red dot. Some are designed for a direct mount optic and others use a plate system. If your slide is not optic-ready, it usually needs to be milled by a qualified gunsmith. That means material is removed from the slide to create a mounting cut for a specific optic footprint. A milled slide can give you a lower, cleaner fit, but it's also a permanent modification, so the cut needs to match the optic you plan to use. One of the most important things to understand is the footprint. A footprint is the mounting pattern on the bottom of the optic. Things like the screw locations and the recoil lug layout. Two of the most common footprints are the RMR footprint and the RMSc footprint. The RMR footprint is widely used on full-size and duty-style pistol optics. The RMSc footprint is very common on slim or compact carry-style optics. You'll also see other patterns on the market, including Delta Point Pro, Acro, Dr. Noblex, and Holosun K-style footprints. Just because an optic looks close in size does not mean it will mount correctly. Your slide cut, your optic footprint, your screws, and your mounting hardware all need to match correctly. That's the foundation for a secure install and consistent performance. This is where an optic adapter plate may come in. You may need a plate in a few common situations. First, your pistol may already be optic ready, but built around a modular plate system instead of a direct mount cut. Second, your slide cut may not match the optic footprint you want to run. And third, some shooters use a plate because they want flexibility to switch between optics later without changing the slide itself. A good plate can solve a compatibility issue, but it also adds another mounting interface and usually a little extra height. In general, a direct mount setup can sit lower on the slide and keep things simple. A plate-mounted setup gives you more flexibility across different optics, but fit and hardware become even more important. That means you should always verify compatibility, screw length, and mounting specs before installation. Once you've confirmed the slide type, the footprint, and whether you need a plate, then you can move to mounting. Start by making sure the firearm is unloaded and safe. Install the optic using the correct hardware. Make sure it sits flush, and apply a small amount of medium strength thread locker such as 243 to the screws. Then tighten everything to the recommended specification. You want a secure fit without damaging the screws or threads. After the optic is properly fitted and mounted, the next step is zeroing. Zeroing means aligning your point of aim with your point of impact. Start at a practical distance for your setup and fire a controlled group, which consists of 3 well-aimed shots. Then, make small adjustments based on where that group lands. You may need to repeat this process as needed until your point of aim matches your point of impact. The goal is consistency, not rushing through the process. When your optic is mounted correctly and matched to the right slide setup, zeroing becomes much more straightforward. The big takeaway is this: before you buy or mount a pistol optic, understand your slide type, your footprint, and whether you need a direct mount, a plate, or slide milling. I'm Lynette with ScopeHaus. Thanks for watching.